Hey y'all, it's Candace. Thank you and welcome to my channel. I'm Candace Junée and I'm the founder of Epic Fab Girl and Candace Junée Consulting. Super excited because today I'm going to tell you all about the first steps you need to take when starting a business. Now, I literally have so many clients that are stuck when they're first getting started and they don't know what to do. Now, I have kind of moved away from helping clients one-on-one in that capacity of telling them how to get started. And more so, I help with people that have an idea that they know they want to move forward with. I help them build that idea. But for those of you guys who are new and you're like, look, I have an idea. I have no idea where to start. I know that I can be an entrepreneur. I know that I have what it takes, but I just don't know where to begin. This is for you. So I need you to stay tuned and I'll tell you all my little secrets on how to get started when you're building a business. Okay, so the first things first is like once you have figured out and gotten clear on your idea, what you want to do, who you want to help, and how you want to help them, how you're gonna, make money from your ideas, you want to do these next steps that will help you build your business, right? Now, if you are like, I don't even know what idea I want to start with, I don't even understand like what you just said, I need you to go back and watch my video that talks about what to do when starting a business, when you have no idea where to start, where to begin. Okay, so I need you to go back and watch that video so that you can come back to this video and take action on what to do as you're getting started as an entrepreneur in business. Okay, so once you have figured out the idea of what you want to do, then you start here. Okay, first you want to find a name for your business. Now, you don't want to get too caught up in trying to find a name while you're working on the idea for your business. But once you get to a point where you're like, look, I'm ready to start a name, don't get too stuck to an idea because it may change at any point. But you want to make sure that you find a name. And, naming your business can be cool. A lot of people name it after themselves. Some people name their businesses different things that are maybe catchy. But my advice to you is to name it something that is memorable and that is easy to spell and that won't cause you too much havoc or wreak too much havoc. So you want to make sure that you find a name. When you determine the name, the next thing that you want to make sure that you do is that you want to make sure that it's not trademarked by anybody else. Okay, so you can easily go do a Google search and you can do a trademark search and you can literally do a word search for that particular name. And the thing about trademarks, I'm no trademark specialist, but what I do know is that when you create a trademark for something, a trademark can exist in multiple areas. So for example, Mac computers and Mac cosmetics, it's the same name but different industries. So if that person or business has a name that is similar to the idea that you have or that is the same, as long as it's in a different industry, you can move forward with it. But I highly recommend that you just get a lawyer to do your trademark to make sure that it's done the right way and that you don't have any issues down the line, okay? So you want to make sure that you make sure that it is not trademarked, but you don't have to go through with the process of it getting trademarked immediately. But I recommend that when you get ready to launch your business, that your trademark should be in alignment, right? Okay, so the next thing that you want to make sure you want to do is to also make sure that no one has claimed that social media handle on any places online, okay? Because you don't want there to be any types of confusion. And for me, I like to make sure that my social media handles and my, web domain and everything is all consistent across the board. And why you do that is because you just don't want to have confusion for your clients. And as me, being a person where I speak all the time on so many different platforms, I don't want to be like, my name is Candace, got it, like that on Instagram. And I don't want to be like Candace, who helps you sell on Instagram. on Facebook, and I don't want to be on Snapchat at Candace the Real Her. Like, I don't want to do all of that. I want to be one single brand everywhere. Okay, so make it consistent. For my brand Epic Fab Girl, we're Epic Fab Girl everywhere. That's our email. That is our domain. That's our web domain. That's our Instagram. That's our Facebook. We're everywhere at Epic Fab Girl. It makes it so easy. So make sure that you claim that name on all social media handles. Now, before you go jumping to like go get on all of these places, you want to make sure that you go to this really great website that I use, and it's namechecker.com, and it's spelled a little weird, so I'll make sure I include it here and in the link below, is Namechecker. And literally it will check across all of the platforms that you potentially would use and domains to figure out if that name is able to be used. Okay, so that's what you do next. Then once you have cleared that up, making sure that you don't have a trademark, there's no trademarks, and that there's no domains that are the domain that you would like to have, go claim the domain. Go claim the domain and the social media handles. You want to make sure that, now, probably before you claim the social media handles, you want to do my next step, which is to get and set up an email address for your business. I cannot tell you how many times I reach out to businesses and their business is, the restaurant company at yahoo.com or the restaurant company at gmail.com. And that's cool, but it's really only $5 a month for you to have a professional email that says Candace at epicfabgirl.com or info at epicfabgirl.com. People take you and your business so much more seriously when you have an email address that is official, especially as you're getting started. It's different if you're an established business and you have, Peach's Pizzeria at gmail.com. Like, people know, but you should go through the work of actually claiming that email handle. Now, once you get the emails set up, then you can go and make sure that you have your domain. You want to make sure that, and your domain, you can purchase that. And a domain is basically just like, epicfabgirl.com. And they're usually pretty cheap. You usually want to stick in with like .com, .co if it's a company or collective or something like that. Or you want to use .org if it's an organization. You don't want to kind of get into some of the crazy stuff like .tv is cool if it's an actual like video production company or something like that, or .video. Some of these things are cool when you can do stuff like that, but try to stick to the .com, .co space and then branch out if you really have to, okay? And so you want to make sure you go buy those domains. Really great places to buy a web domain for little to nothing is namecheap.com. I'm going to include it in the link in my bio, and I'm going to probably include it right here. Namecheap. And you also want to look at GoDaddy.com. There are so many other places where you can actually buy a web domain. Wix.com, that's a great place to buy web domains. Once you claim your social media handle and your web domains, you want to make sure that you start building an email list. And how you start building an email list is literally you get a landing page. You can get a landing page from somewhere as simple as MailChimp, I don't know what that is. MailChimp, ConvertKit, landing pages. But MailChimp is super cheap and it's super free, and you can literally just set up a page to get people to start, signing up for your stuff. But if you want to be a little bit more advanced and have a little cuter website feel going on, you can actually set up a website on your domain and just leave up a landing page that says, hey, we're coming soon. That's what you can do. And then you can explain like, hey, we're coming soon. What is it? Who are we doing it for? And bam, give them a reason to sign up. So start your email list and begin building your email list. You build your email list through so many different ways. That's a whole nother YouTube series, legit, on how to build your email list. There's so many videos out there. But you want to set up your email list and begin building it. Like I said, you want to get your website or landing page. So I highly recommend that you work with a professional to get your website up. And that was one of the best decisions I could have ever made when building my business from the ground up, is to have a really great website, but to have really quality photos. I cannot emphasize that more, of having high quality photos, because you never want to go and work with like a web designer and they're like, where's your content, where are your photos, and then you don't have any. You want to make sure that you work with a quality photographer to not just get headshots of you for your personal brand, but pictures of your products. If you have products, you want to make sure that you're getting like branded photo shoots. If you need to do a branded photo shoot, do that. This is what you need to do as you're building and growing your business. But you want to make sure that you get a website, and when you have a website, do your research on, the types of designers that you could particularly work with, but make sure that they're quality designers and ask for their work. Ask them like, okay, have you ever done this before? Okay, anything similar, let's see it. Don't be afraid to ask for receipts, because if you're going to pay your money, you need to make sure that you're spending it in the right place with someone who has done a good job. Ask for referrals. Ask them, hey, can I have the contact information for some of your clients? Can we talk through this? Because there's so many web designers out there that literally, like, they may be good at what they do, but their process may not be that super simplified to where you have a good customer experience. And you want to have a good customer experience when it comes to getting your website done. Okay? So make sure that you get a website. Now, you want to determine how you're actually going to establish your business. Do you need an LLC? Do you need an S Corp? Do your research on those different types of businesses that you should establish yourself as. If you're going to be a sole proprietor, do your research on that and figure out which one you should be established as, and then do the paperwork to actually get it done. If you're going to sell anything, you need a tax ID, you need an EIN. You will need to build your business with that. And I believe if you're selling, there's another I can't think of the name of it, but you also need it's something that licenses you to, I'll put it somewhere maybe, I don't know. But basically you want to make sure that you have all your things in alignment when you actually want to sell something, and not just having your EIN, but you want to make sure that you have that stuff established. And your EIN is the employee identification number, and it basically is just kind of like a social security number for your business. And in order for you to start a bank account, in order for you to have a Stripe account, a lot of the PayPal business accounts, you need to have an EIN that associates your business to your brand and your personal self, so that you can, get these things off the ground. Okay. And then you want to make sure that you get your name trademarked. Before you launch, you want to make sure that you actually get that name trademarked, and you want to establish and make sure that you have everything in full alignment. With that, and work with a lawyer or a professional to actually do that for you. Okay. And then here is my last and final point, is to set up a separate business bank account. Okay. When you are first getting started with your business and you're spending money on stuff, just what you can do is what I did to get started at first, is to set up a separate checking account that may just be a personal checking account, and make all your payments and everything from there, so you can keep track of your payments, and then transition it into a business bank account. And you want to make sure that you do that, because you don't want to mix your personal business account with your actual business account. You want to keep the two very separate, so that you don't have any issues with the IRS. And you may one day, or even now, need to hire an accountant to help you figure out how to establish your business from the ground up and do your bookkeeping and all that stuff. So those are the things that you need to do to get started in your business. If you have an idea first, these are the things that you need to do to start moving forward and to make progress. And honestly, if you guys have any questions about anything that I've said, want clarity on anything, or you want to see me create more content and videos around a different type of topic, let me know. I'm always here and open to hearing what you've got to say, so that I can create more content that is more useful and beneficial to you guys, because you're the reason that I'm creating this content. Other than that, I would love for you guys to connect with me on Instagram at Candace Junée. And y'all know I love me some Instagram. I love Instagram, and I love helping people build their brands on Instagram. So make sure that you not only tune in and subscribe to my channels to make sure you don't miss anything, but also follow me on Instagram, because I love to post a picture, and I love to connect with my audience there. So thanks for tuning in. Love you guys, and see you soon.